Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Things are happening here in my life. I have felt very stuck for quite some time. As you know, if you have seen my vlogs, like nothing happens. I have been a little bit annoyed at universe because I haven't seen that if I want things to happen, I need to do it myself. I hold the keys. Um, and I have lived with my friend for quite some time. He had been a very good mentor to me. I loved him very much. But I have known that I am not to stay there. Universe told me that I was meant to come to him because they didn't want me to leave England because I grew in England like a way I couldn't do in Sweden. That's why they sent me to England to start with. And they didn't want me to come back. But I didn't trust the process. So I went back when my mom offered to pay me the ticket. And from what I understand, the only choice when I came back was to live with him. I need to move. And then for 2 or 3 days, I have gotten a lot of signs from universe. I have been out a lot because I follow the signs, because I follow Cora, my guide. And she had given me a lot of signs. So one morning I went out in the early morning. I went to the church to go to the mass. I don't usually go to the mass, but it was interesting. And when I got back later that day, he had removed my name from the post box, and I realized he had kicked me out. And what I have with me is what I wear, this, whatever, and this bag, which keeps like almost nothing. And I was like, okay, I'm not going in there. I have all my clothes there. I have all my makeup there. I have my medicines there. I have everything there, my laptop, everything. And I realized this, I am meant not to come back. So I left the keys and then I left. So I realized I'm homeless now with only what I wear and a bag with nothing, nothing on my bank account because I have no money. And well, I have the phone. So there's and two tarot cards. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, what should I do now? Then I started getting a little bit upset with universe, because I said, what are you doing with me now? This is not what I signed up for. Why are you doing this to me? So I was a little bit upset, and I didn't know where to go. And I haven't eaten in like 2 days because he has been very like, oh, I cost so much to eat and everything. He has been really, really like that. She's poisonous. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I know this is what universe intended because they wanted me to leave. But I have been afraid because I have no money. Where am I to go? I was never homeless. I know nothing. And now here I go with exactly nothing. And and then I went to the church and I was sitting there and I was listening to some music and stuff. And then I left my bag there. So when I left the church, there was no phone, no ID, no Visa card because I have like 200 Swedish crowns on it. And there was nothing. And I was like, oh my God, where am I going now? And then the church closed. So I didn't get my bag. And I was thinking maybe it's stolen. Maybe they found it. What should I do? The church is closed. It's going to open in 12 hours the next day. And I went to the central station and I sat there for hours and hours. And then at midnight, they come to me and they say, you can't be here now. We are closing. And I said, yes, but there is a part that is open. Oh, it's only for those who travels. And I said, but I have nothing. I have removed all my family, all my friends. I was kicked out by someone who means a lot to me, but I can't go back there. I have no phone, I have no money, I have nothing. I don't know where to go. I don't know this town. And then 2 police officers came because she said, no, you can't come, you can't stay. Then you have to go outside. And it's like 0 degrees here in Sweden now. It's March. It's not summer. And I was like, okay. The 2 policemen came because they are patrolling there, and they started asking for things and stuff like that. And they said there was something from the homeless, a shelter for the homeless, to stay overnight, but it was far from here. And I don't know the town, and I don't have my phone, so I don't have a GPS, nothing. And he have turned off so I don't have internet for it either. So I was like, okay, what is to happen now? And then the police left. Oh, I wish you the best, they said. And then they left. They could have driven me to the place, for God's sake. It was insane. It was 12 o'clock in the night. And they forced me out. I have, as said, not very good clothes. This is not even a winter clothes. It's a little bit, it's nothing. And then I started walking and walking and walking. And I was like, okay, universe, I will give me signs. Give me something. Show me where to walk. I don't know where this place is. I don't know how to get there. I have never been homeless. I don't know nothing. And I started walking, and then I met a woman. She was waiting for the bus to go home, and she said, oh, this is the bus you're going to take if you're going to this part of the city. I mean, Malmö is the 3rd biggest city in Sweden. It's huge. But she said, this bus. And I said, yes, but I have no money. I can't go on the bus. And she said, well, I will bleep mine, and the bus driver won't know because it's in the back. So we are going in the back. So we did. And she took me, and she Googled, and she just checked for the place, and she found something, a church or something. And I was like, yeah, they said it would be there. And then I went off the bus. She kept moving. And I went to this church to see where it was, because the police officers had said an address. I found it, but there was nothing there. And I was standing outdoors, and I was like, this is not the right place. And then there was a man coming. He was out walking. He was counting his steps. 1 o'clock at night now. And I asked him, there is supposed to be a shelter here, but here is nothing. And I said what the name was and everything. And he took up his phone and he Googled. He was so nice. And he couldn't find it. The address wasn't there. It seems like they don't give out that address because it could be harmful for certain people. And I was like, okay. So he called the police, a number where what is not crisis, but where you can get information. And he waited, poor thing. I think we were standing there for an hour until he got an address. And he said, oh, but that's far away. Okay, he said, I will take it. Let's take a taxi. And he paid for a taxi in the middle of the night, followed me to this place. And I said, I can't pay you. It doesn't matter, he said. And then he gave me one of these sprays. So he said, if you are getting attacked, you have a spray in your pocket because you are a lone woman with nothing. And he delivered me there, and they took me in. And he was beautiful. And they had like, sitting chairs where you can sleep. They were very kind, very nice. They had served coffee, no food just yet. It was like almost 2:30 in the morning. And I got it. I got the cover and everything and tried to sleep. And there were so many people. And then in the morning when I woke up, I slept like 2 hours maybe. I didn't have medicine for my epilepsy or anything. So I said to them, I might have a seizure because I get seizures when I fall asleep sometimes when I have, stress and stuff. I wasn't very stressed because actually I was thinking that this will sort itself out. There is a reason for this. I have gotten this new mindset that first of all, I'm not with him anymore. So things are not stagnated because I'm not comfortable anymore. Now I need to do action. And So it was, I had a good mindset. I was optimistic. And then when I was lying there or sitting there or whatever, um, he, I, I started getting visions and visions and visions from universe. And then I realized that my problem is I haven't trusted universe. And now I saw, when I was thinking about this whole crazy day, I saw that they are there. They delivered this woman who took me to the bus. Our paths crossed because she was to help me. And when I went off and didn't find this place, I met this man who was out running 1 o'clock in the night. He had his spray, he had everything. Helped me, bought the ticket for me, the taxi and everything. So I was lying there and I was, how can I distrust universe? They delivered. I was alone with nothing, and they guided me, literally gave me all the support I needed until I came to this place. And I was like, I can never distrust universe again. I realized, because I was blaming God a little bit, accused him, and I saw in the card that he was not pleased being accused. I did tarot cards, and then I realized that this situation has happened to make me move. There is a purpose for everything that happens, and this is the one. I was to leave, and I couldn't leave because I was too afraid. I stayed with him too long, my friend, because he was safe. I didn't know what to do. So universe forced me out, and it was good. And I was sure that I was going to meet up with Cora, but then I would have been saved again. So I am now a little bit homeless, but I am happy. I'm so happy. It's insane because I was laying there in the morning and I saw these nice people work there, and I heard the snoring and everything from the homeless people. And I realized that what I am watching now, experiencing now, is a part of society that is very unknown to me. I have never been homeless. I have lived with people. I rented out my apartment and I lived with people, gotten the help, because I have learned during my spiritual awakening that sometimes you need to accept the help. You need to swallow your pride and accept the help and trust the process. And I have done that, but I have never, ever, ever been on the street with no phone, no money, no home, no friends, no family, no nothing, and not doing whatever. This was an amazing experience for me because now I got firsthand to experience how it is to have nothing, no safety, no nothing. Universe had done me a huge favor, and the purpose of this all, it wasn't to I mean, I blamed God even. By the way, he is real. I have had a direct connection with him. He is so freaking real. He gave me visions and stuff. When I saw him, it was beautiful. Anyway, in another post, I will tell about God. Uh, Either way, I realize now that universe have like pushed me out of the cliff where I was safe in order to make me try my wings. I have never tried my wings because I have been safe with people. Now I am forced to fly. I'm flying and I'm happy. And most of all, I can see that I can see how the system is failing certain people, and I can also see how certain organizations is protecting these people. I am not going to stay here for long. Tomorrow I'm going to a friend, so I will leave. I will travel far from here and be there for a while because I get my tax money, so I can pay her rent. even if I know she's okay. And then I will take it from there. I will only stay with her for a few weeks because I will find my way. I'm flying now. I'm not going to depend on another. Again, I'm flying. And I trust universe because I realize that I cannot distrust God or Cora or my higher self when they delivered people to me in the middle of the night who pretty much followed me from one point where I was kicked out to another, where they took me in and gave me with somewhere to sleep and somewhere to be warm and all of that. The universe delivered those people on my path to make me feel safe. And I realized we always have support, even if we don't see it and even if we don't feel it. This was not to be cruel to me. This was to force me out of my comfort zone to grow, to fly, to be independent without money, without nothing. I'm independent. And it's amazing. And I stay there till the morning. They serve me a very good breakfast. It's better breakfast than I eat otherwise. And I met people and I talked to some of the homeless people. And there was a man, when I told about my spiritual awakening and about the insights I have gotten, that we always have protection, even if it doesn't feel like it from them, and things will sort itself out. And I told about the energies, about love, attraction, how I'm thinking, how to shift the mindset. Because he asked me, how do you shift mindset? That is difficult to change. And I said that you are the creator of your reality, and it's not easy to shift a mindset when you have had it always and you are afraid, because we are fear driven as humans often. And I told him a little bit how I have done it. And I told him, I'm so positive and happy now. I have nothing. I don't even have my phone. I have no money. I have no Visa card. I have nothing. And I'm so happy and grateful for being where I am today. And most of all, I'm grateful to be able to see this side of society, the lack, because there are homeless people a lot more than there should be in a society that it is supposed to be safe. We pay a lot of taxes here. But I have also seen that when you walk on the street and you see a person that is homeless, people turn away their face, their eyes, they pretend they are not there. It's awful. And now I was sleeping in a room where there were like 20, 25 of them. And I saw firsthand how the church was helping them and helping me, offered showers and food and everything. And it was amazing to experience, even if it was uncertain. But I have never felt so safe and trusting in universe, because when I see how they literally gave me people who took me from one door to another in the middle of the night, I realize I have their back. We always do, even if it doesn't feel like it. And when it doesn't feel like it, it is probably to make us fly, to change direction, or to force us to think a new, broader perspective. So this is actually the best thing that could ever happen to me. I'm sad I lost a friend. He's not to be in my life anymore. That is sad, because I love him a lot. But I need to release him too. Just as I release my mom, I need to release him too. Because I am not to stay here. I have a path to walk that is going to be huge. And the next time they will see me might not be face to face. I don't know how it is. Maybe they won't see me ever again. I don't know. But they will live with the uncertainty where I am, because I know my mom is very worried for me, and he is probably too. One day they will never know, and the knowledge that this not knowing where a loved one is probably worse than it is for me. I am walking my path. I have universe by my side. I'm following the light, and I realize there is a God. I said I would say in another post. And now I have seen the backside of a society that is rumored to be safe and one of the best in the world, and it is not. This safe place where I went, they have opened from November to April, 20th of April. That is when they are closing. And then the homeless have no place to sleep or eat. They will need to sleep outdoors. And it is horrible. I asked them why. Why are they closing it? Because it's finances, it's economy. And then I was thinking how unfair society is. We have huge organizations getting a lot of money. We have a lot of, overpaid people who sit there and make decisions with no damn clue how it is to be in a position where you have nothing, no protection, no safety, no nothing. And then they pretend that all is good. And these people will not have anywhere to sleep soon. It's very sad. I will go to my friend. I will stay there for the month, sort things out. I know I won't get a job because universe is not going to allow me, because then there is a risk I go back into the hamster wheel, and that is a big no-no. But I know now when I travel to my friend that I have universe back. Whatever they want to do, I will follow, even if it would be to be homeless again. I will sleep at this place for one night more. Then I will take the train. My friend helped me, and it's going to be good coming to her because she's very spiritual. She's a witch, and she needs a friend now because she has difficulties in life. So I have gotten many visions that she is the one to travel to. So I contacted her because last week she asked me, "Can't you come? You can come and stay with me." And I said, "No, I'm here in Malmö." But see what happened. Universe wanted me with her. And now I'm going. It's going to be good. Uncertain because I still don't have any money. But universe doesn't see that money is important for humans. And it shouldn't be. But as I said, we live in a very cold world. And it will be fine. I was a little bit concerned last night because I didn't have my bag, this red one. So I didn't have my phone, no money, no nothing. So 11 o'clock today, when the church opened, the first thing I did was run in there to see if the bag was still there. And I have heard all night, I heard universe say, Cora said to me, "Don't worry, the bag will be there. You will keep making the videos and enlighten the world. And you will grow so much with your friend. You cannot come to a better place. You are safe, and so is your red bag." And I said, yes, that is everything I own, because my clothes, my stuff, my medicine, everything is with this friend I used to live with who locked me out. I have nothing now. I released my family. And I said, I don't want to go back to them. And she said, no. What you are going to do is to travel. You won't stay with her for long. But when you go on that train, you are leaving your life behind, the old life, the one where you were growing. And now you will open when you go on that train, you open the door for true ascension. You will rise. You have been growing your wings. Now you are flying independently, and you are going to rise. And I said to her, and you're coming? And she said, yes. When your darkness is gone, God will allow me to come. And God is not the one preventing me from coming, she said. Your darkness does. And I said, yes, I need to stand on my own 2 feet before I get another safety net, because that is what it is when you go into a relationship. And I know that Korah will come as Aaron. God is allowing her to come down here. Even if she's an ascended master, she will incarnate here for a while at least, for me, because there is no other mentor that is better for me. And the reason she is allowed to do this is because my soul mission will be huge. And it cannot be good, huge. It could be, I could be an influencer if I have no one to learn from or a human to learn from. She's an ascended master. And with her, as she's my twin also, all my spiritual gifts will come with full force, because at the moment I am very blocked. I have gotten more spiritual gifts now, but I'm still blocked. So it will be exciting, but she cannot come until my darkness is gone. And yesterday in the church, I got a lot of visions. I saw myself standing on a staircase, and it was like 4 steps up, and then there was a huge bright light shining. I didn't understand it quite then. And then I got another vision with a church door opening like this little much, and I was trying to pull something in, but the door didn't open, only a little bit. And then a third vision, I saw a pond, and I saw a hand touching the water, and then I heard a female voice say, "It's still not enough water." This was in church. I got these visions, and then I realized my darkness is not gone. I thought it was gone. It's not gone. And I need more water in my pond. I need to climb those 3 steps up to the light. And I need to open that church door even more. But I cannot do that if I don't trust, if I doubt, if I don't trust myself or universe. So there is still darkness that needs to go. It's not much. It's very weak, my darkness, but it is still darkness, and it needs to go. And when that is gone, then Korah can come to me. Aaron is going to be beautiful. We will have a daughter. She will be named Undis, a star child. But most of all, I am going to, she said, I want to show you the world. We are going to travel the world, and you are going to teach and guide people who are waking up. It's going to be huge, and people will listen to you. They will love what you say, and they will trust you and believe you. And one day, everyone in your life who doubted you, they will see you, and they will trust you too. But that is not today. So now you need to release all of them. When you go on that train tomorrow, they are history. All of them. However much you love them, it doesn't matter. You are going to rise. And you are going to rise with people who support you and with trust. So that is so cool. So this is where I'm at now. I'm sitting by the church. The sun is shining, and I feel happy. I'm so damn happy. It's insane, because I am independent. I'm flying now. My wings are spread. And I feel safe, because universe proved to me with this little walk yesterday to the shelter that they hold my back. I can still not really believe this man I met. Just after the other lady dropped me off, I met this man who spent 2 hours in the cold with seeing where I was going to go, and paid for taxi or anything. And taxi is not cheap in Sweden. This is universe. And he said, do you think I will get good karma for this? And I said, yes. My friend who I lived with, they put him in the flow with great success as a thank you for helping me. You will get very good rewards. And I said, it's going to be amazing. It's a shame I won't know you, but our paths, they crossed for a reason. So I'm very grateful, and I'm very happy that this happened. And it's going to be amazing. I'm going to rise, and I'm going to shine, and I'm going to speak my truth. And it's going to be brilliant. And coming to my friend also, because she knows so much. She can help me be rid of my darkness, and I can help her. So I'm there for a few weeks, then I will travel again, so I won't stay. But we will do miracles together. Maybe start projects with making readings and stuff. She's amazing. She cleansed for free. Once she said she contacted me, and she said there is someone who says you need help with cleaning all your chakras and filling you with new energy, clean energy. And I didn't know her. She didn't know me, but she did it for free to me because universe had told her so. So you see, they are working on me. And damn it, God is real. Very handsome man. I said, speak about it. He told me yesterday, I heard a voice, because I know that this has been very frustrating for me. I want Cora to come. I want love. I have love, but I want it physically. I mean, someone I can look at and hold a hand. I never had that. And he said, there was a voice, a manly voice, who said, my children, see this as a challenge or a trial or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, who was that? And then I listened again, my children, and I asked her, was this God? And she said, yes, he's watching you a lot. He is helping you a lot, because what you are going to do is going to be of great service to him. You are going to have a huge mission, and it will be successful, and you will help a lot of people. He's counting on you, because humans are going to rise, get better perspective, be kind towards each other. So this is going to be exciting. There was another lady say, you do know that you're on God's payroll now. You will have lots of money. She said, I've seen it. And I said, yes. And my roommate will get every money back for rent, the rent I didn't pay. He will get more. But he has lost a friend. It happens. And I will give my family too. There will come a day. It's going to be good. And I'm happy. And now I babble for 44 minutes, so I need to close this one down. But take good care of yourself and follow me, because this is an adventure for sure. Tomorrow when I go on that train, I close the door to everything. Everything. I take my red little bag. I have no other clothes than these. I have nothing. I bought a shampoo today because I want to be somewhat clean tomorrow. And of the little money I have left, I make this video, and in a couple of hours I will go back to the shelter and they will give me free dinner. I will sleep there tonight, and tomorrow morning I'm going to leave and I will shine. I shine more today than I have done for so long, because I felt like a burden for my friend. He wants money and I have nothing, and now I know he has snakes whispering in his ear about me also. So I have felt very difficult living with him, however much I love him. But now I'm free. Universe kicked me out of the cliff and I'm flying. And I love it. Okay. Take good care of yourself and